Why does nobody insulate floors like this in the United States? It cuts your heating bill and gets you ready for this snowstorm. Instead of pink fiberglass, he uses these granules. They look like coffee beans, but act like a thermal blanket. And the best part? It costs just a few dollars a bag, but it's not over. He places these panels directly on the granules. Then he screws them together to create a rock-solid floating floor. It's warmer and lasts forever. If you want eco-friendly insulation, this is the best DIY. American homes need this. Why don't we build our own pergolas in the United States? After flooding his patio 3 times, this guy needed a fix. A pergola like this protects the house and boosts property value. Once the wood beams are set, they fix the rafters. They are pitched to let rainwater run off. He knows exactly what he is doing. If you have a patio, this is the ultimate DIY. But check with your homeowner association first. Next, he saws the rafters to the exact length. This creates a perfectly straight roof line. He nails boards to the rafters. This forms a solid base for the membrane. He adds counterbattens over the blue wrap. It is for ventilation. Now, he installs gutters and bird guards. But he is not done. He roofs it with these gray tiles. It looks like metal. In the United States, we would use asphalt shingles. Every American needs a pergola like this. Why don't all Americans build mailboxes like this? Besides looking better, it lasts forever. He starts by stacking heavy stone blocks on a gravel base. It needs to be perfectly level, or it will look crooked. He uses construction adhesive to lock everything in place. But the hardest part starts now. He saws the blocks to hug the mailbox perfectly. This is pro work, but if you're skilled, you can do it yourself. Materials only cost about $1,000. But be careful. Check with your homeowners association first. Now, for the final touch, he places the heavy capstone. If you want a mailbox that matches your driveway, this is the best DIY. It transforms a cheap plastic post into a luxury monument. Why don't we build stud walls like this in the United States? Instead of moving, his ex-wife wanted to split the room in 2, so he starts framing a metal structure. But here is the part we often forget: insulation. It adds soundproofing and keeps the room warm. This is crucial if you want privacy. He screws the drywall sheets directly onto the frame. Here comes the tricky part. He cuts the drywall perfectly to match the curve of the arch. It fits like a glove. Once the boarding is done, he starts taping and mudding. He even installed outlets on both sides. His ex-wife is going to be happy. He applies joint compound to hide the seams and screws.
As he slams this ancient wooden tool, he's using one of the most genius inventions ever discovered. Because after he hollows out the inside of a wooden cylinder, he shapes a separate rod to fit in perfectly with almost no gap, which he then carves a slight groove along the shaft before wrapping it tight with fibers to ensure that no air can escape when it's later pressed inside. As once he places a few more crushed fibers on the end of the tip, he quickly slams the stick into the tube in one fast motion to crush the air as fast as possible, making the temperature spike incredibly high, which ignites the fibers so it can spread into a full fire. As they punch a hole into this fruit, it'll transform into something surprisingly useful, because as it's placed in a large heat chamber with charcoal, the heat slowly breaks down the fruit while the thick peel gradually hardens, which makes it easy to remove any unnecessary fruit inside, so the inner rind can be scraped away until only the solid outer peel remains. As after steaming the peel for a full day, it softens into a flexible leather-like sheet, allowing it to be folded and shaped by hand, which the Chinese have done for generations, as once it's held tight with a cork and tied tightly to lock it in shape, the pomelo becomes a pouch that not only stores tea leaves, but also infuses them with a fruity taste.